Good morning and happy Monday to all the listeners. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, thank you so much for listening to this podcast. Thank you so very much for being so generous with your time. And I really hope you're taking time to listen to this podcast will give you much needed break and will add more value to your life. Mondays are usually not liked by everyone because your week is starting and there are things such as work and other chores set for the day, a new start of the week. I'm trying to give you a reason to like them with these podcasts, and every Monday we'll share a podcast with you where we'll talk about life tips to make life simpler and happier, inspire, live, and start liking Mondays. Today I'm here near my window. It is raining outside and raindrops are weighing grass down. I'm enjoying my warm cup of tea, and in today's podcast I want to talk about morning routine. Because I think having a great day depends on your morning routine, how you start your day, and I also believe for a great day to start and end, everyone should have some kind of morning and evening routine or a night routine. It is not mandatory, but that's what I believe. It's imperative because no matter what you do throughout the day, it requires your precious energy. Whether you're sitting in a cubicle or driving or even doing household chores, resolving issues with boss, a lot happens in a day and sometimes it disturbs your calmness. So morning routine is when you spend time with yourself first thing in the morning and you appreciate the opportunity you are given in the form of this new morning. You appreciate your blessings, people in your life, a lot of other things such as your morning coffee or tea or books, if you read books in the morning. Fundamentally, just appreciating this new morning and getting ready for the day, expecting good and handling whatever comes up with a stable mind, good manners, having good management of things. And this is actually possible when you have control over your feelings and you have unchanging mind, because what happens outside is never in your control, but you can still imagine positive outcomes and you can still have control over how you react to different situations and never let anything have an impact on your mood. You can control your self-talk and how you think and what you think, and these are the things that will eventually change your life. So start your morning with things you have control over, and that is your imagination and the statements you repeat to yourself. I've been following Savor's morning routine for a long time now. If you don't know about this routine, I'm going to explain it in a while, but I'm also a big fan of the author and you can check the book Miracle Morning and get inspired. I will try to give you some inspiration in this podcast itself. So SAVERS is an acronym for silence, affirmations, visualization, exercise, reading and scribing. These things have been a part of my morning routine for a long time, for many years. I think when I was in college, I'm not really sure, but I remember talking to one of my peers about this routine 2 years back. So I'm sure it's been a part of my life for a very long time. And let's dive right into it. First step is silence. So here I'm talking about Savor's morning routine. And we're going to talk about Savors. And like I told you, it's an acronym for silence, affirmations, visualization, exercise, reading, scribing. So first step is silence. Now, most of us wake up in the morning and we're worried about records we need to show at work, what will be in the lunch or dinner. We're worried about laundry, dishes, talking to people, a lot of other things that we're not proud of or are proud of, and so on. And if you follow Savor's routine, first thing you need to do when you wake up in the morning is to be silent and observe. Appreciate this new morning and just spend some time with yourself, because you also need yourself. Just like your boss, your friends, your family members need you, you also need yourself. So drink some water, meditate, breathe. We hardly appreciate breathing. I mean, What will you do without breathing process, right? So yeah, appreciate that. Listen to birds singing, or like I love listening to raindrops falling. That's one of my favorite sounds in the world. So just keep quiet and let the silence speak to you. It's kind of deep the way I said it, but what you actually need to do is start your day with a positive note, observing, not judging, finding some place to sit and meditate, spending time with yourself, drinking water, of course, because keeping your body hydrated with water is good practice. And yeah, that's all with silence. Second step is affirmations, and they are actually a great way to transform your life. You can craft them based on what you want in your life, and you can repeat them whenever you want, and make sure you craft them in I am form. It should be present tense and should really give you good vibes. Like if you have that, it should give you the kind of vibes like you have that thing now. So for example, if it is regarding your job, so let's say you're looking for a job. So instead of saying I want to work or I want a job or something like that, because it makes you feel like you don't have it and you kind of become sad. I mean, if it keeps you in good energy, then definitely do that. But sometimes when you say like I want to work, it gives you vibes like you don't have a job, and it kind of affects your confidence too. And if you say I'm working, it makes you feel good, and at the same time your mind will now try to make that thing happen for you. So then comes the action step. Action step, your mind is always listening to you. It doesn't know the difference, so it tries to manifest with help of auto suggestions you're giving without knowing. So create your own affirmations and repeat them in the morning and see how your life changes. Third step is visualization, and I've talked about it in my book 10 Days to the Ultimate You as well. It will come across as a cryptic message, but many out there anticipate the worst, unpleasant things, and it's actually easy to understand. It's like you have to think, you have to have some kind of thought. That's how your mind works. It is picking up impressions and auto suggestions. But the bottom line is, why buy the anticipation of the worst? Why not daydream about something you really want? Your dream job, your life partner, your health, kind of life you want to lead. It also makes you solution focused. So visualize how you want your day to be like in the morning based on how you want your overall life to be like, and it will give your life your desired direction. Fourth step is exercise, and it could be crunches, yoga, treadmill, just move your body. There are many benefits of exercising, and if you exercise in the morning, it also gives your body a signal that it is time to wake up. You can Google health benefits of exercising, and it is not like you have to do some heavy workouts. Even if you do something like walking for 30 minutes in the morning or some light yoga exercises, you're all good to go. And over time you can understand your body and what works for it, and increase or decrease or modify your exercise moves. Fifth step is reading. I like to read fiction and non-fiction books, but I also like to read books about latest technologies. Sometimes I listen to podcasts also. It depends, but I make sure that I read a few pages every day. And there are a lot of websites offering free ebooks. So that is, I think it's nice of them. And everyone should take advantage of this opportunity. So you can read any positive book, just read 1 or 2 pages and in the morning. And what I really want you to do is avoid reading negative stuff in the morning. Avoid reading anything negative in the morning. Read the good part of the newspaper. Feed your soul with something positive. And the best way to do that in the morning is already having a book lined up to read. You can read books on skills you want to master. So have some good books next to you to read in the morning. Download them from the internet, or you can purchase them, or whatever works for you. Sixth and last step is scribing. And I love to write. I love writing almost everything. You can write a to-do list in the morning, things you want to accomplish that day. If you have a goal inside your head, you can write it down and break it down into steps you want to work on. Another practice that I really like is writing 10 blessings of your life every day in the morning and feel grateful. That would give a great start to your morning, and along with it you can write a to-do list for that day. And you can also write other journals you want to write, and you're ready for the day. And I really like this idea because there are three things in life. One you can control, one you can't control at all, and then there are things you can influence or improve, and over the time maybe get control over them. For example, I can't control whether it rains today or not, but I can control my mood with affirmations, and I can influence my work environment with my cheerful nature. Not everybody is going to change, but you can be cheerful and sprinkle the cheers on others and help them lift their mood and become positive and influence them. So the best way to start taking control over your life is to take control of your mornings first. That is, I just said that. I think it makes sense. So start with your mornings. Let me know if there are certain things you like to do in the morning, or certain things you want to change. Certain things you do in the morning but you want to stop doing them in the morning so that you can have a productive day. And if you want to have certain goals accomplished for that day, what are the things that you like to do in the morning? So yeah, please let me know if there are certain things you love doing in the morning, and what changes are you going to make in your mornings for having a productive day. If you enjoyed listening to this podcast and learned something, give it a like and share it with someone who needs it. If it made your day, please subscribe so you never miss any podcast I upload on Mondays. I will see you next Monday with another Happy Monday topic. Till then, keep loving yourself and be kind to one another. Hope you have a great week, and I'll see you next Monday.